Hello everyone, this is Defense Politics Asia, and quick update on the assault on the Snake Island. So this is a clarification or additional information video that I'm going to cover and share with you what other information that has came up after that breaking news of that alleged attempted capturing of the Snake Island. So if you do not know where is the Snake Island, this is Ukraine. Snake Island is all the way here, all the way on the west side of Crimea, and all the way on the south of Odessa Oblast. So Oblast is actually means region, in case you don't know. So for those that did not watch the previous quick update, so there is this report by the Russian Defense Ministry that they have shot down a Sukhoi 24, a Sukhoi 27, 3 Mi-8 helicopters with paratroopers and 2 Bayraktar TB2. And also a Stanislav assault boat was also destroyed. So this is the report that the pro-Russian crowd has been sharing because this is from the Ministry of Defense. So it's natural that everyone will share it. But of course, the people who are pro-Ukraine usually don't believe the words of the Russian Defense Ministry. And I also mentioned that if you do not believe, then this attack do not happen at all. So this is the summary of the quick update on this issue. So since then, I have found further information, and I want to share with you what actually happened, the perspective of what the pro-Russian crowd say. So, oh my god, what happening to the... So let's go with this one first. So I'm going to bounce left and right. This is the Russian perspective, and then after that I'm going to go to the Ukrainian perspective, and then go back to Russian perspective, and whatever. So stay tuned. Okay, so according to this pro-Russian source, Ryba, so this is a report. I'm not saying that this is the truth. I just say this is what this analyst suspect had happened. So he said that the events happening on the island of Zmeinyi, which is the Snake Island, off the coast of Odessa, is shrouded in fog of war, which is true. So the sparse information from the Ministry of Defense that there's only reports of the destroyed UAV and not a single military commander on the spot. And then of course the Ukrainians also always constantly declare they have destroyed ships and post videos of Raptors or CERN, which is the boats. So Raptors is the patrol boat, and then CERN is actually the landing craft, the small landing craft of the Russians. So now that TB2 actually works on a daily basis on this position at the island, so the ultimate goal is to land paratroopers onto the island. So to prepare for this, Mi-8 helicopters were transferred from Chovonoglinsky airfield to Odessa and ready to transfer the personnel on command. And American M777 Hawk Weasel with 155 guided active rocket shell M998-2 Excalibur were transferred to the Zatoka area. So they have to work at almost maximum range in order to actually hit this island. So they say reconnaissance and target information is provided by the Americans, which you can actually find the information of their planes flying all the time, monitoring. So with the collective effort of NATO and the Ukraine armed forces, they destroyed the air defense system that's on the island, or rather they put it as partially disabled. Then they tried to make a massive raid on the island in addition to the UAV. So at least 2 pairs of Sukhoi 24 and Sukhoi 27 have participated in this attack. And they also have... So they were engaged by ship-based air defense as well as fighter jets. 2 Bayraktar TB2 UAVs is shot down and 1 aircraft is shot down. So all this logic, I don't really care. Let's not, don't have to talk about that. So blah 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 blah. Yeah, so that's the information. And then they later there was this another information. So they said that the island is actually used as a bait. So this so reminder, this is a Russian analyst providing is the perspective, is that the island is used as a bait because the Russian forces have already withdrew from the island, and then the Ukrainians started to land using landing craft Stanislav as well as Mi-8 to send in the paratroopers. I don't think we call it paratroopers in the West, or at least the people in the Western Hemisphere, since Australians and Singaporeans we are not in the West. We call these people airborne, right? We don't really call them paratroopers. Not everyone is a paratrooper. So and to land airborne troops. And after they land, they were struck by helicopters. They were struck by the Russians. So the helicopter and the boat is destroyed instantly. And the few that survived retreated on rubber boats. So I think these speedboats. So not really exactly rubber boats. And the surviving aircraft actually escaped to Shevnoglinsky, Skony, and Martinovka airfield in the afternoon. So afternoon is an interesting information. So this is the Russian perspective. So in case you don't really understand what I've just said, basically the Russians have been bombarded constantly by the Ukrainians in this area, be it the ships, the petrol boats, or the people on the island. They have been attacked constantly by the Ukrainians for the past few days, which we had seems to kind of reported, and the Russians decided to just withdraw, give up the island. But that's a feint. At least that's what they claim, and then they run away. So the island, of course, because it's constantly being monitored by the Americans or the Ukrainians themselves, so they see, hey, window of opportunity. So they decided to fly in with the airborne, and they made sure that they have the Bayraktar TB2 to neutralize whatever they think is still on the island, and they have the fighter jets to cover this assault. And in fact, so according to this Russian analyst, they actually landed, and they managed to try to consolidate this capture, but there is a trap, and then the Russians actually attacked while they are actually vulnerable during this landing, and then they destroyed the helicopters, they destroyed one of the landing craft, and then attacked destroyed 2 of these covering aircrafts. So this is and then of course then after that the Ukrainians run away, and then the Russian aircraft also run away. So that is the story from the Russian side. So let's look at what the pro-Ukrainian side actually threw out. So first you need to look at this. So not look at this advertisement. Okay, so I need to off the audio. So this is the landing craft from the Russians. I've actually verified. I tried my best to make sure that this is actually verified to be Russian, because who knows, the Ukrainians might have the same boat, right? I did do at least 1 hour plus or 2 hours of research to compare what is the possible vessels, and I'm quite satisfied that in the end I decided that is actually Russian. So let's look. That is a terrible. So this is just a report. Sorry, I pressed the wrong one. This is the report that a landing ship craft is destroyed by a drone. The full video is actually this one. So let me off the volume. So in this video, I know it's quite blur. This is actually the landing ship craft. I forgot what's the name of this craft now. Start with S, Summer or something like that. Then this is actually the Raptor patrol boat. So these are people doing unloading. So not sure what is here. So the black part, it represents some kind of heat. So which is why it's so black in this not supposed to be black region. And then as the patrol craft drifts away, you can see a lot of people is working here, trying to maybe they are actually carrying supplies down. Maybe it's their pizza or delivery, or from I don't know, some food delivery perhaps. And then later you see that this ship is now being targeted and being locked on. And now the missile is out. So this shows that now it's active tracking, and there are people are still working on the boat. You can see the paper is quite big as compared to the boat. So this is actually a rather small craft. And come on, faster. Hey, I got duped.
Ну, пускайте, ну.
This is not the explosion. Yeah, just in case you are a robot. Come on, let me drag out. Okay, it's here. And explosion, you see, is in black because that's how this infra, I guess. But infra should be why it's hot is white, right? Never mind, inverse infra perhaps. And then it got hit. The ship is not sure if it sunk. According to satellite imaging, it was claimed that it was abandoned around here. But you can see some people actually are still alive, and they are crawling away. So this is the video that is widely shared and that went viral. At least 66 retweet, and this is only from this account. So then I want to show you more. So this is the one. This is the air defense system. No talking. Yeah. So you can see there's already smoke. So this vehicle has already been hit, and now is blowing up. So you can see this marker that marker just now seems to be a bit similar to the one at targeting the landing ship craft. This seems like a different drone. I'm not sure. Maybe I don't know what I'm talking about. So you can see the central church-like place is now burning. So this is the drone footage that allegedly is the Bayraktar TB2 striking the Tor SAM system. Interesting how the SAM system is right beside the building. I'm not sure how are they going to operate. No wonder that he got destroyed. Then came this super viral infrared video of fighter bombers attacking the island and throwing some very massive bombs. Although I have my curiosity, why the hell do they need to come so low to actually hit these targets? So I just speed up the video. You can see there's secondary explosions, so probably there are ammunition being stored around that area. So and then after that there is a super massive explosion on the church. That's not so nice. Later Jesus will punish you. So I'm gonna show you again the exciting part, which is the aircraft coming. So this first aircraft dropped the bomb, and then explosion. Second aircraft flew. I don't think they flew over from this angle. Then I look, so they actually dropped the bomb and actually turn left, bank left. So yeah, I was supposed I was originally wanting to say that the second aircraft might be hit by shrapnels. By the second viewing, I think no, that's not the case. So then we have satellite imaging. So I want to show you. So this is the original one. This is when this is probably the one that the TOR system that was hit, and you can see that the buildings are a little damaged already, and there is this encampment over here. This doesn't look like a fixed building. It looks a bit like a camp building, but I might be wrong. This might be fixed building. So this is where just now the massive secondary explosion was coming from. I believe this is where they store ammunition, I guess. Ammunition. So this is this T is where the landing ship craft was just now. So this is the landing ship craft. So this is on the 6th. So on the 6th they have this UAV strike here, and then on the 7th this is where the landing ship craft is actually abandoned, and then this seems to be after the airstrike, where we have this massive super duper explosion that destroyed the entire church-like building. And interestingly, the defiant Russians drew a Z here, and you can see the center 2 buildings is gone. So you can read this whatever you want. I'm just putting out the information for you so you don't have to dig. And of course, this is also massively shared. So this is what we saw. And then we saw after this, then we have this satellite imaging that come out from HI Saturn. So this is very interesting because this satellite image suggests that there is actually 2 crafts moving away towards the Ukrainian coast. So he's very fair. He put it that it's either a Russian assault boat, the Raptors, or it's actually the Ukrainian BK-16 or 18. No, sorry, BK-16 and 18 is actually also Russian. So BK-16 is actually a assault boat or patrol boat that looks exactly like the Raptor. If you put 2 of them together, you probably can't tell the difference. But they are actually from 2 different producers. And so he analyzed that this is actually 2 Russian assault boat after being attacked immediately went for suicide mission to the Ukrainian coast. And then this is the destruction, which is just now we saw in a different image. And then there is this smoke from the previous attack, allegedly. And then we have this. Then he showed us another satellite image where you actually saw contrails. 2 contrails on the right side. And this is actually the same satellite image. The 2 dots here is actually the actual craft. So there is these 2 aircraft turning back towards Crimea. So now I think this is the same one. So let me see. I have another one. So this is the 2 craft that is going towards the Ukrainian coast, and then we can see this is actually part of the same image. And in the very same satellite image, you have this contrail turning away. So now we have conflicting information because there is no possibility that these 2 are Russian. After a successful attack by the Ukrainians, they now head towards the Ukraine for a suicide mission. It is impossible. That is not a natural human thing to do. They should be going towards Crimea to escape. So now we have these 2 craft running away. So that seems to corroborate this story. So anyway, I have presented all this information for you. You can decide. And then I got informed by Snakotron. So Snakotron showed me these screenshots of Ukrainian Telegram group, legitimate, I guess. So there is this talk about how there's by this, I will assume this is an analyst. So his source say that the general staff of the Ukrainian armed forces is strongly urged by partners to create a big victory in the information war. So because they know that the Azov is going to fail in Mariupol soon, and the Russians have a lot of prisoners, and they're going to launch this huge propaganda for the 9th of May, for the victory day. So therefore there is this attempt to storm the island, Serpentine Island, which is the Snake Island. No results yet, so no casualties reported. And this is interesting because there is this attempt to storm, but this suggests a landing or assault. But of course, this is just one liner. We cannot put too much weight on this, but they also admit that it's very hard to sink ships of the Russian Navy. And apparently the ship that was mentioned to have been sunk is now safely sailed home to its home port. So this, of course, take a pinch of salt, what is being said online. Don't trust anything that you see online, including my report. All of these are generated with Arma 3. So don't believe me. But these are information. So you have one side. The Ukrainians say they have launched a very successful attack, destroyed ships, and bombed the hell out of the Russian on the island, and they make life difficult because they have no more church to go to. Or you can believe the Russian side that but I think just to add, the Russian story doesn't negate the reality that there is this major assault and bombing on the island. It's just that perhaps after the bombing, the Ukrainians came over. They tried to land, which we do not have evidence and video of. But then they got bombed the hell out of it. Which then we have this satellite imaging of the patrol boats running away, and we have the control of the Russian aircraft showing that they have actually engaged the enemy in this region. But of course, all these are just speculation. As of now, the Ukrainian side have much more stronger evidence because they got video evidence. So of all these things that had happened here, and of course they have, and of course, who cares about operational information, right? Whatever you do, you must put online. So this is just the follow-up to the quick update on the assault on the Snake Island, Zmeinyi Island, or for somehow it's called Bile, B-I-L-E, on Google Map. So yeah, it's just kind of a weird name. So anyway, if you find this interesting, please press the like button, and I will see you in the next update.